Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome to the Inspirational Interruptions. I just got it super dark. Inspirational Interruptions live stream. Nothing like starting off with just some light fixtures going out and things like that. So, which plays into the theme of today, which I am concluding the Mindset Shift Week today with a concept of ready, go. And what I mean by that, creating a ready, set mindset is that when I talk with people that are trying to achieve their goals, when I'm coaching people who are becoming, better speakers or becoming better at sales presentations, I always come up with the mentality of, okay, this is great. Like your skills are there, your abilities are there. Where's your mind at? And what I mean by that is that when you talk about your goals, you talk about the big opportunities that you want. Like I want this big thing, all kinds of stuff going on today. Love it. You have all these things that you want to achieve. You have all these goals you want to achieve. You want all these opportunities. You want to pursue all these things that are going to enhance your professional life, your personal life, increase your revenue, whatever it may be. But what happens when opportunity does knock? When opportunity not only knocks, but is standing at your door? And what happens when you are given that yes? When you are given that opportunity to step into whatever you're trying to achieve, are you going to be ready? And I'll give you a perfect example. I had the ability and the honor a few years back to DJ the Royals World Series parade. And it was amazing. I mean, I'm a huge Royals fan, have been since I was a kid. So it was a monumental event to even have happen. And then to be involved in it from an entertainment perspective was huge. And here I am playing music in front of the Sprint Center, in front of, I think it was like 120,000 people downtown in the core of downtown. And then there were people all the way down to Union Station. What happened next was serendipitous to me, is that my very good friend Jeremy walks up and he's got somebody else with him, and they have a microphone and a big thick book of paper. And he said, "You can say no, but I know that you can probably do this. Do you want to be the MC of the World Series parade?" Which meant that my voice was going to be the one that announced everybody that was coming out of the center to kick off the parade. So it was right at the front of the parade. And without hesitation, I said yes. And the reason why is a couple of different things. Number one, like how could you turn down an opportunity like that? First of all, for me, that was like a dream come true. But second of all, I knew up until that point that my abilities were strong enough that I could do what I needed to do. Yes, I was freaking out. Yes, I was like elated, excited, a little bit terrified because there were a ton of people downtown. And this was, a historic event in our city's history. And so there were all these things going on in my mind, but at the back of my mind, I thought, I'm ready. I can do this. I got this. Even though I was terrified. But what is that for you? What is that opportunity when somebody says, "Yes, I want you to speak at my conference. Yes, I want to give you my business. Yes, I want to set up that meeting where you can come and present to my leaders so that we can figure out if we want to do business with you or not." Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that top prospect meeting? Are you ready for that top conference opportunity? Are you ready for whatever your opportunity is that makes your career, that sends you in a different trajectory, that enhances your personal life, whatever that is? Because we talk about all the things we want. We talk about all the goals and all the big things that we want to achieve, this lifestyle that we want to live, all of these things. And we can go study and enhance our skills all day long, which is great. I think that's incredibly important. But it's when the opportunity says, "Here I am. Let's do this." What is your response to that? And it's not just the skill preparation and the knowledge of knowing that you can. It's also the knowledge of knowing that you are good enough at that moment. Because we also get into this perfectionist mindset, like I've got to keep doing these things, and I keep going to these classes, and I got to keep doing this, and upskilling is important, and enhancing our skills is important. But analysis paralysis by perfectionism is a damning thing. I've lived that. I've lived that feeling, and it's terrible in the sense that I watched a big opportunity years ago walk away because I was too worried about being perfect in that moment. And in the situation too, and I won't go into it right now, but the situation that I was presented, I literally didn't have to be perfect, because the individual that was trying to give me that chance didn't expect me to be perfect. But in my mind, I had to be perfect. That had to be my shining moment, that I had to be perfect. So I stalled and I stalled and I stalled and I stalled, and the opportunity walked away because I was too worried about being perfect and not focusing on being really good enough to give it a go, to give it a really good fighting chance. And that second mentality would have been perfectly good enough in the moment, but I was too worried about being perfect. So how are you envisioning, or what maybe does that look like for you? So what I want you to do today or this weekend, think about what that optimum opportunity is for you. Who is that prospect that you're hoping to get an email back from saying, yes, I'd love to meet with you? What is that conference you want to speak at? What is that interview that you want? What are those things that you want? What is if you could make if you could make, I turn my notifications off. If you want to make something happen, and if you want to achieve something great, what is that? What is that opportunity, and what does that email look like to you? I posted my video yesterday about the power of visualization, and I want you to visualize that interaction. Be it an email, be it a phone call, be it somebody stopping by, whatever that interaction, that communication is that provides you that opportunity. What is that? Sit down and visualize that. Close your eyes again. I believe in the power of visualization. Close your eyes and imagine that email popping up in your inbox, that you look at the subject line in the center, you're like, holy crap, it's here. Or that phone call that you're going to get that says, hey, look, I appreciate all the work that you put in and getting our attention. What does your schedule look like next week? Can we set something up? Maybe it's that. Picture what that is to you. And then I want you to sit in the emotion that you feel when you think about getting that email, getting that phone call, whatever that is. And where are you? Where are you mentally with that opportunity? Because you could say you want that client all day long, but if you're not mentally prepared to step into the opportunity, it may pass you by, or you may not maximize it. So focus on how you feel, and then get into the confident mindset of, I am absolutely good enough to make this happen. I don't have to be perfect. This doesn't have to be absolutely locked down tight. I know I can say yes and be good enough. And then if you have time, work on what you need to work on. But don't be so caught up in needing to be perfect when the opportunity presents itself that you let it walk. So what is that to you? What is that opportunity? Visualize that opportunity. Visualize the actual communication. Picture that email popping up in your inbox as an unread. What is your feeling? And then how do you need to position that a little bit differently? How do you need to get to a point where you're like, yeah, that email pops up, I'm good. I'm ready to go. And I know that I'm good enough to make this happen. I don't have to be perfect, but I can be really damn good enough. That is where you need to be mentally, because those opportunities will present themselves out of nowhere. Because I've had those situations, and I've seen both sides of it. I've seen the opportunity walk away, but I've also seen the opportunity be grabbed by me in the moment. And they've all worked out great. Maybe not perfectly, but great. And they've all done something for me to help me grow as an individual, to grow my confidence, to grow my ability, to grow everything that I need to do. Even if I made mistakes in the process, I learned from those and I got better. But I also realized I was here. The opportunity that was presented to me allowed me to go here real quick. And that enhanced my confidence. That enhanced my knowledge of myself to know I can go do that. I can go do these big things because I just stepped into this one. So, because I want that for you. I want that for all of you. I want that opportunity to present itself, and I want you to look at it and go, I'm ready. And that mental preparation will get you there. So visualize the interaction. Who is it coming from? What is it saying? What is the opportunity that presents itself? What is your mental response to that? Part 2. What is your mental response to that? What do you need to do to feel confident enough to say yes in a split second? And then what do you need to do to get to a solid enough, good enough, without trying to be overly perfect position, mentality, brand, whatever you need to do in that moment? What do you need to do to get to that? Those three things will allow you to seize any and all opportunities that come your way, because unfortunately, opportunities aren't going to be like, hey, look, I'm going to send you an email in a week and it's going to be the opportunity you've been looking for. Just want to give you a heads up. We're going to send it later on, but I want you to be prepared so that when you get the yes acceptance for that sales meeting next week, that you're ready for it. No, those emails show up in your inbox unannounced. Those calls come in unannounced. So are you ready? Because I know you are, and you know you are, but by mentally training yourself to respond appropriately, you change the game and you change your opportunities and you seize the opportunities that you have been spending time and effort and resources preparing for, so that when it shows up, it's yours to take. So happy Friday. I hope this absolutely helps your mindset for success. I hope this helps position you in a sense that you are ready to jump on any big opportunity that comes your way, because you know that you can do those big things. So next week, I'm going to be focusing on some personal branding elements every single day. So ways that you can enhance your personal brand. If you have questions about your personal brand or struggles that you have with your personal brand, drop me an email. I would love to answer your questions next week, maybe curate some content specifically for you. Don't have to name you if you don't want me to name you, but if you want something talked about, if you want something addressed within personal branding and how you could better position yourself for these opportunities, let's talk about it. So drop me an email, rich@richracken.com. Again, thank you all so much for supporting this live stream, the comments, the text messages, the direct messages that I'm getting. I can't thank you enough. This has been a fun venture to kick off, and it's fun for me to do, and I hope it's fun for you to watch. But I want to make it about you. So whatever content you want, personal branding is next week. Not quite sure what's the week after. I'll figure that out. But let me know what I can do for you, and I'll put that content together. So happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing, relaxing, and fun weekend. And I hope you get mentally prepared for that big opportunity, because it's probably right around the corner. Have a great day.